Game over.
As soon as that happened, it just started raining money because I got one and another one and another one.
Jesus Christ.
So this was like in July, and then that one I locked like 5 deals. The next year, which is what I was telling you on my taxes, I did 17 deals. An average of $10,000 a deal. That's what I meant home. And now I have rental properties, and I literally bought these, rehabbed them, and refinanced them, and I never put $1 out of my pocket.
What? Yeah,
and that's just from talking.
You get your money from the other people, from the people that
from the broker, right? So big baby.
So basically, what I do is it's called wholesaling, and trust me, there was many times I wanted to give up because it was just getting frustrated at the house. But there was another book that I read called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and it's just like being in the struggles that I've had in my life and everything that put me, it wasn't going to be easy. No matter what I did, they were going to keep trying. And by they I mean it's the universe, whatever you believe in, which is God, the devil, whatever you believe in. I just say the universe. The universe is going to work really hard against you to make me fail, to give up, to go back to work.
Yep, the battlefield of the mind. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So for every time I got a no, I was like, man, I'm going to go eat ramen noodles again, but I'm not going to give up on my dream. And the crazy part was that my friends from back in Illinois were like, you should just go get a job, like, you should just do this. Like, no. But my friends up here were like, don't give up. Like, you're too close to, like, don't give up. And sure enough, I did it. That's when I got that deal. And then things just started rolling from there. And all I kept doing is like, all right, I got to be the dumbest person in the room. Because if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room. So I always go, and it's like, I look at everybody like, all right, I'm going to be the dumbest one in here. And now there's things called like masterminds that you pay like, they average over from 10,000 to 20,000, 30,000. But you're like in a room of like say this room, where all these people are like millionaires. And that's where you show up to be like, hey, I'm the dumbest person here, how do I make money? And you ask all the questions and you're like, how do I do this? Because I learned so much just from talking to people. And like, for instance, like I said, I was wholesaling, like, I find the property, I wholesale it to my other company. I use hard money, which isn't my money, it's someone else's money. I pay it at a higher interest, but it's like I got $120,000 to buy it, rehab it, and then I refinanced it for $175 or $200. I got equity in the house now. I didn't even put 20% down. Woo! So now I got equity, I got money, and now that money's making me money. I mean, that property's making me money every month.
So you making money while you sleep.
Now, how do you fix the properties and everything? That's when you gotta come out the money.
What's up?
For fixing the properties?
No, I just told you. I got a loan from a hard money lender. He gave me the money to rehab.
Listen, it's
he gave you the money to buy in?
But and that's one of the major benefits, and this is why I don't understand that they don't teach proper credit management in schools. Because you can fund your entire lifestyle off somebody else's dime if you just know exactly where to put your.
It's like if I tell Tone, you need $30,000 to start this business, right? I look at it like, man, Tone, what the fuck you doing? I got you. I'll let you borrow the money, but it's going to be at a higher interest, say 12%.
So what? I got to make monthly plans?
Yeah, so it's 30%. It doesn't come out of your pocket, but if you fail, I'm taking your business. Like if you stop paying, like I said, I'll give you a year. Usually in transactions, I think it's 6 months, right?
Right.
If I give up and don't do it, they just take the house away from me and I move on.
Wow.
But here's the thing, I'm not trying to burn bridges because I'm not just going to do one.
Hey man, it's a relationship with business.
If you really, it is a relationship, but if you really do it right and just know what you're doing, I mean, I've seen people like go from like zero in their bank account and 3 years later being like a multimillionaire. But that's grinding, that's hustling, that's not stopping.
You can't stop.
You can't stop.
That's what your dad told me, man.
One of my guys.
Never let your momentum stop.
If you're looking at real estate right now, upcoming is going to be one of the best times to actually start really considering the real estate, especially since the housing market is about to drop so low.
Well, now why is it going to drop low?
Because of the interest rate.
Yeah.
Now it went up to like 8%.
Is that the highest it's ever been?
No, it'll get higher.
What's the highest you seen when you was like, yo?
I think someone told me it was like at 14 or 15. I know my friends bought that house and it was at 15.
Dang. Not playing no thing, was it?
Yeah, my mother bought their house at 30 years old as a single parent. and she got it built from the ground up.
Yeah, right.
Yes, she did.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know that, man.
Yeah,
Trim the
she
beard a
got,
little
she
shorter.
got,
A little bit.
next time you see my mama, ask her.
Okay.
She'll tell you. Just
That's
tell her.
crazy.
Yeah, people can do too. It's like, for instance, you got a house, top it off, right? Equity maybe 150,000. I said, look, how much is your money make? How much is the bank paying for your money? You'd be like, well, no, I own it free and clear. If I say, what if I give you 8% return on your money? For how long? I said, I can pay it back in 6 months. The bank's only paying what, 1%? If you have 100,000 just sitting there, 1%. That doesn't even keep up with inflation. I'm telling you, I'll give you 6% and you'll get it back in 6 months.
Damn.
You're gonna be like, okay, I'm getting.
Now, do I
paid
gotta
for
sell the
nothing.
house to you, or
No,
that's just refinance?
That's just refinancing, and he just.
Now hold up. Now this what happened to me earlier. Now my uncle just sold me his car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he told me he gonna he just gave it to me. I just give him $100 for it, but he owns a loan place. Like what is it, $1,200? Now they said if I continue to pay on it, they can refinance the loan. What the hell does that mean?
It's unless you want more money or something like that. If you just want
Okay, so that's
yeah.
a chance to get more money out of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you don't want to do it. You just want to pay it off.
Yeah, of
With the
course.
cars, you
I just didn't never know what the word refinance
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. It's
So
just,
anytime you say refinance, that means they're gonna
so
give you
basically,
some money
what
back.
I'm doing is like, I own the house free and clear. Right?
Okay.
Like when I was telling you about that hard money, right? So I own
Right.
the house free and clear, but I don't want to keep paying his 12%. It's too high.
Right.
So I want to refinance it and go back. When it was great, it was only 2%, but it's still at 7, it's better than 12.
Right.
And basically, what I do is take a loan against the house that I own free and clear for what they appraise it for. Now, mind you, I only stuck 100,000 into it, but the house is worth 175.
Right.
If you do the math, the bank will let you borrow like, I think they're up to 75% of the appraisal value. So they'll let you borrow 75% of 200,000 or 175,000, whatever. And it's like, if you do the math, it's like, you'll have not only the down payment, but equity in the house. You'll have another 20 or 30,000 just sitting there, which you can just use and go buy another house.
Right. That's how we getting into this real estate game.
But the thing is, like I was telling him, like if he has a heart just sitting in the bank and doing nothing, and he's trying to collect interest on it, it's like, well, if you let me borrow it to fix these houses, I'll pay you 6% on your return. Now you become a bank. Doesn't everybody want to become a bank?
Right.
So I borrow the money.
Get the money off your money.
He puts a lien on the house that I'm rehabbing. So I can't sell it, I can't do nothing. The moment that I sell it, he's gonna get his money plus interest first before I even get anything out of it.
Damn.
So I make money, he makes money.
Right. That's how it
And if
goes.
I make you happy, you make money, hey, what's the next one?
What's the next
What's
move?
the next one?
How do I get started with this? I gotta have a house.
If you want to do it that way,
You gotta
yeah.
have some money. Yeah, it's just taking.
I wouldn't say you need money, you just gotta have
Yeah,
determination.
You gotta know some
you can
people too.
Yeah.
You can go. The way he was talking about it down there at that what's the name of that building that they was at right across them, right up under that bridge in them two big old buildings.
Which one?
Right across from Quick Trip on College.
Quick trip on
I have a
college.
property right down the block too.
Yes. So
Man,
anyway,
you probably-
I met them people down in there, and they was talking about like if you go find a house, and we go buy the house, and like we can go set it up and build it up, and you can always put a what is that thing they put in the middle now? The if you fix up your house, it's good chances of putting a I forgot the name of that. What is the name of that thing they put in their houses now? People sitting all around it.
What, solar system?
No, I'm talking about inside the house. They got like a bar. It's not a bar, but it sits out along.
Oh, you talking about breakfast nook?
No, hold on. An alley, like it's like an alley.
Right.
So and you got the bar stools sitting there, and everybody sitting around there talking, just having a conversation, eating, snacking on stuff like that there. So they was talking about putting some of them in them houses. You know, fixing them up and putting some of them and make the houses more attractive.
Right.
Yeah. So
What is your opinion on infinite banking and using like whole life insurance policy?
That was gonna be my thing I'm trying to get into right now. Because I found out another, they called, I talked to a guy about it. I've known about them, but I guess, I should have paid more attention, but I was so focused on wholesaling.
Which is a good thing. No,
Yeah, so y'all, have y'all heard of the concept of infinite banking?
I don't know anything about it.
Do you know about whole life insurance policy?
That should do mess your life up once you tell you. I know.
Yeah, my ex-girl doing it. She sell life insurance.
So there's a different type, like there's a lot of people that sell life insurance, but this is a special kind of life insurance that the Jews do this a lot. That's why they're so goddamn rich.
Exactly. Listen to this.
So basically what it is, it's like you pull out a life insurance plan and whatever money you put into it, like what I was told, they call it like a money multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you put in like $10,000, you should pull out 60% of that 10,000. That 10,000 stays there, but it's got compounding interest of 6%. So whatever you're like, it's getting to the point now where I'm gonna end up just putting my wholesale fees in there, and then I'm gonna put it in there, and then just grab the 60 and then use it for marketing. But it's like if you put 10, right?
Yeah.
You take 6,000 out of there.
I thought this was my stepdad. Is Steve down here?
No.
Damn, what's his name?
So if you do you put 10 in there, right? You pull out 6,000. The 10 is still in there. You don't have to put the 6,000 back in there. You put another 10. You got 20,000, but you put another 6. But the 20 that's in there is still collecting interest.
Now, how much do you got to reach to pull out, though? How much you got to be paying on it to pull out?
Whatever you put into it. What you want to do is keep putting as much money into it, and then after 1 year,
So
it's like
basically,
80%.
you are pulling out dividends from off of a life insurance policy that stays the exact same amount that you contribute to the dividend.
Right.
So whether you got a $25,000 policy and you pull 15 of that, that means at the end of the day, you're using 15,000 of basically available dividends to fund whatever you need, whether it's business or personal life, while still retaining the full 25,000 inside of that policy.
There you go.
Boy, our brothers ain't playing today, boy.
I know a guy. The guy that was telling me this, he just bought a jet because he likes to fly planes. So he just bought a private jet for himself just to fly it, and he bought it with all that insurance money.
Wow.
He bought all his real estate. He just bought a jet. He went from one small plane to another plane to a bigger plane to a bigger plane. He said, "Yeah, look at my new plane." And I'm like, "Oh crap!"
Wow.
And that's how he did it. He never spent a dollar out of his own pocket.
How about that's why my girl, she hooked me up with the insurance, dog. They do that right through her. I don't even need her ass now. I just go to the company.
It's scary, man.
Giving money away.
Yeah.
You gotta know access. You gotta know
Knowledge.
That's it.
You gotta know what you're doing, and they gotta build that trust with you.
Exactly.
You know, there's people that get that money and they'll go buy a new car and like, "Oh, you just fucked up."
Right.
You gotta have a plan in place and all that stuff. You gotta build that relationship. And like Gary said, it's like your network is your net worth. So whoever you're always around, that's what your money's gonna be.
I'll say that again for the people in the back.
Wherever
Net
you.
worth is your net worth.
Yep.
Look at 50 Cent, for example, man.
Oh, that guy trips me out, man.
How he mastered the
He's a
game.
beast.
All his people under him broke in the motherfucker. He was sitting there, and one thing he said, when we were on tour, everybody else was partying. He said, I was in a hotel room reading through contracts. And getting game heat, man. 50 a master of everything we talking about right now.
Yeah, he sure is.
Fifth, watch Fifth. He ain't no
Absolutely.
joke.
But one thing that I always feel is that you still broke no matter how much money you got if everybody else around you broke too.
No, but see, no. They are broke because they're mentally
Broke.
they were too busy caught up in the party. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you
Yeah,
mean.
no, he put them in positions to win. He did exactly what he was supposed to do as a boss.
As long
as
as
a
you
leader.
do that, as long as you put your people in a position in order to try
Yes,
to
he
be
did.
successful,
Yeah, he
only
did
thing
that.
you can do is lead the horse to water.
No, he did all of that. He just was, like I said, he was reading through contracts, and then he was out there hanging out with motherfuckers that he wasn't hanging out with dudes from the hood. Like that man just said, he said he had to go and move to Green Bay, move to somewhere he has no clue about or nowhere. He had to get away from his survivor. That's what 50 Cent was doing. He was hanging around the square rich white boys and stuff like that. And then he got that deal with vitamin water. They put him up on there, and then that was
What was that
it.
for like 500 million?
Yeah, he caught a nice penny off there. Yeah, man.
I can't believe he ain't a billionaire yet.
I know, right? Maybe because he helped some of these damn people or something. I don't know. Because I know
It's hard to get that billionaire
We
status
have
going.
no idea whether or not he didn't actually touch the billion or not. Listen, we only know what he has on paper.
Yeah, I knew it, man.
You understand now? $1 billion is a lot of fucking money, man.
Mm.
When you compare $1 million to $1 billion, it's like, yeah,
I'm
A
glad you
billion is
said
hard to
that
reach.
because
yeah, man.
think about it from this perspective. What's the difference between a man that's worth $100 million, or let's say $500 million, and a man that's worth $1 billion?
I tell
Both of
you,
y'all money, y'all got so much money that y'all money holds no value. Y'all can buy anything that y'all want on this planet.
I'm gonna tell
What's the
y'all.
difference between the two?
I'm gonna tell you right now who the happiest person in this room right now. Total Barber. You know why? He ain't got a lot of money, but he's happy. He's at peace. He's happy all the time. See that's real happiness right there. Be honest with you. We can get all that money, but that happiness, that brother right there is at peace. He's happy. He's living life. I'm telling you. You get money.
That's basically what anybody.
That's that
everybody
next
can
level of
actually
happiness.
ask for.
Once you
Some
get that
people-
money.
Some people find happiness in money. Other people find happiness in people. Other people find happiness in
There
things.
you
It's
go.
whatever brings you pleasure.
There you go.
You just gotta make sure you make strides towards doing it.
But
So-
if that health ain't right, boy, none of that shit
Because
matters.
health is wealth.
Woo! That's the real wealth. I'm realizing. Because you gotta have that health to enjoy it, man. Shit, I can get $1 million tomorrow and die the next day.
Woo! Yeah.
You know?
If you ain't healthy, you
That
can't
means
be
somebody else
healthy.
got $1 million the day after.
Right. So that's what I've been focusing on, man. Because I was so just
That's
hooked
that
on the
next
money
level.
for so long, man.
Yep.
Like, I gotta get this money. I gotta. And then my health went to shit, and I'm like, fuck, I'm finna die. I'm finna die if I even get this shit. But I was like, fuck that shit.
Gotta get it all.
Well, my journey has started, man. I'm on a different journey, man, and it's just lovely. The shit I'm doing
So you
toward,
went to
y'all might see me in like
Bangladesh?
Africa doing like peace charity work or some shit.
Okay.
Did you buy one of their packages at that seminar at the insurance? I mean, not the insurance.
I went to one, but I was when I was still living in Illinois. And I went to the free one, then I put money for the other one, then I bought one of the seminars. It was like, and like I said, as a truck driver, I was paying a lot of bills, and it was like $15,000. We looked at, like, me and my business partner looked at each other like we're gonna get this money because we need to be here. When I went to those classes, this guy, we were in Atlanta, my first time in Atlanta, and this dude, like, oh man, he was supposed to be teaching something else, but he was talking about all other ways to get money through real estate.
Yeah.
And I mean, I took him out to eat to talk to him more. And I was just like, I was sitting in front, my mind was blown. I was just like, you know what? I gotta stop. This is too much information.
Right.
I had to stop. I just hold on, time out.
But you gotta get your tape sometimes because remembering all that stuff. To remember everything that they tell you. Like I can remember some of it, but I can't remember everything that they was talking about. So I would have to have me a tape recorder.
Damn, got a spy camera and a bow tie.
And man, hey, and that's where all that fruit, man, good fruit
Yeah.
eating and fasting, man.
Well, the good thing about these classes that they give, I was there live, but they'll give you like another version of it that's not live, but it'll detail all the stuff. The audio, there you go. The audio and video, but I never went back because I was just like, all right, I know what I gotta do.
Right.
Like I knew exactly what I had to do. Listening to them, whole setting was just like, this is fast. I don't need that much money to get into it. Then I can build myself up and network with people. But then it was to the point where like, now I got people like, hey man, like, is my money not good enough for you? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, you want to borrow my money? And I'm like, oh, let me go find another property. And they're hounding me to borrow their money. I don't even like. I got people like on my list that like, you got any house for sale? Like, no, like you better call me. Like I got people that'll pay more than other people.
Right.
Like 2 weeks ago? June or July? July. I wholesaled 4 properties, and I made $50,000.
Damn.
All in the span of 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
And that's 50 in my hand.
Right.
That's not paying tax. That's not whatever. No, that's 50 in my hand. And I just threw it all back into business and marketing, and we'll do what we gotta do.
So for your marketing, you be on like Facebook and stuff like that? All the regular.
business, driving around.
Right. Like the gas to drive around.
That's about it. That's not expensive.
Man, boy.
So it's fast money, but it's like, all right, now I gotta get to the whole.
You gotta be smart with it.
Well, yeah. just start
Fast
getting
money go
money.
quick, man.
Yeah, because as soon as I get it, I'm right back into the business.
That's smart.
And she grew up.
That's a boy, yep, I got
Oh,
it.
that's a boy?
Yep.
Without that hair, I thought that was a girl.
Yeah, he gets that a lot. Man.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm so sick of y'all saying this shit.
I told his mom, we gotta trim it down a little bit just because it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, that counts a bad. That counts a bad bastard. It's just
Yeah,
like
which
one of
one?
my nieces.
They did? Oh, man.
Yes, yes.
Y'all got cancer to run y'all family, huh? So a lot of people that died from cancer.
One of my nieces died, Sierra.
Yeah.
And she was just 29, but she left 6 kids here. But her husband got her. You know, she had about her husband. So she was married.
Thank
You
God.
know, so. Yeah, so.
Man, that's that Memphis diet, all that stuff they put in the damn food, bro.
into their food,
15
all
different
their
chemicals. And one, like old girl's like, oh, I just came from McDonald's. I looked at her and shook my head. Like, man, what? Are you serious? You don't know what McDonald's is doing?
I had McDonald's in my
Wonder why
fridge.
you, I said, wonder why your mood swings is horrible.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
You know what really messes up?
Tripping.
You guys ever look at the ingredients in cereal?
Oh,
No, I never
horrible.
did.
Horrible,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
That shit is horrible, too.
So when you get home, you're gonna think of me like, I hate him for making me do this.
Oh.
That shit is
I
poison.
said, bro, I gotta have a degree just to read those chemicals.
Yeah.
There's only like one cereal, like I really don't eat cereal that much anyway, but there's only one. And it's from this company called like Good Something. And it's only got 3 ingredients, man. Cane sugar, corn, something else. But then, like, I can read them and I know what they are. But then I go down the
Right.
aisle with all the other stuff and I'm like, what are all these chemicals?
Hydroglipside sodium.
And I see kids
Benzite.
eating that all the time and I'm like, what the hell, man?
Man, the Fruity Loops is giving kids cancer, man. All them dyes in there. Man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look, old girl's like, my kids are out of control. I said, well, what? I bet you got every Fruity Loops. I bet you got. I said, it's their diet. That's why they got all them mental issues. She was like, oh yeah, well, man, she said the most stupidest shit ever. Well, it's their fault. They ate it. What are you talking about? I was like, are you that fucking stupid?
Man, delete her number, so.
Man, that's the one I hung up on.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, you brought this shit in the house. What are you talking about? Well, they won't eat now. I said, man, I'm gonna get off this phone.
I know that's right.
I'll be sitting here all night trying to get your ass to realize
She
it.
the best. Take care, baby.
No, right. Take care. I bet that buddy ain't even work for It's horrible, man. It is horrible, bro. These people are just asleep. I was too, man. I'm just waking up. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, you wakes up sometime, at some point in time.
Right.
You know, you
Hey, what
wake
you
up
say? What you say you been eating?
off the ground.
He said he been eating shit out the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
He know. Bro, his mom, what, 89?
Nah, she's 84.
84. Man, she look like she about 60, man.
That's
Still
my
walking,
grandma. My
still
grandma,
talking.
90,
Hey,
just
she
turned
came in here the other
93
day.
years old.
Guess what she had in her bag? Cherries, dog. I said, see, Mom, that's you right. See? That's how you gonna live right
You know
there.
what's funny? I was looking at my grandmother died. And I was thinking about stuff. I was like, my grandmother is like 81 or something like that.
She still alive?
Yep. And both of my grandmas, they in their 80s and they still alive. And I was like, what the hell? And I had thought about it. My grandmother used to cook for everybody, but I'm like, I never see her. I'll see her eating the fruit. But she wasn't eating all that stuff. She'll eat a cracker, you know, them hard crackers from old school.
Yeah.
She'll sit and eat on the cracker, but she did not eat like that.
That
Yeah.
fasting saved
My
life.
grandfather lived to 108.
Damn!
Yes. Her mama lived to 103.
I don't know if I want to do that. 103.
Well, we didn't put my grandmother to
I love to see how the world changed.
We
over that
didn't put our grandmother to the nursing home until she got 99. So,
See, that's man. And look, did they raise you to take care of them? Was they putting it in? Was they installing it in you? You just kind of got it.
no, I just got it because they took care of me as a baby. And that's
See, that kid ain't thinking like that. I'm putting his ass in a nursing home. Shit.
No, you don't do that. You gotta take care of your elders.
Exactly.
You know, so when you can get it, when you can continue to get it, you can get fed like that.
Right.
You know, I had a
I'm
auntie,
telling you,
I had
You
a
gonna get your
cousin,
blessing,
I had a
dog.
cousin,
Full Social Security.
I had a
Right.
cousin just died at 96, and she fed me. She told me so much history about my family, which I got a lot of stuff in my phone. But she gave me stuff I didn't know. You know, she told me one of my great grandmothers had 25 kids. I didn't know that.
What?
You know, so I knew one of them had 21 kids. You know, so but then she told me the Indian, the Native American lady I showed you.
Yeah.
So she had
You was
25
what, Cherokee,
kids.
wasn't you?
Huh?
You was Cherokee, wasn't you?
I don't know. I you know what? I want to go do that.
Ancestry,
Yes. How much? Do
Man,
that
they
cost?
said do not do that shit, boy.
$50-$60 sometimes.
They've been stealing people's DNA from that shit. You might see like 20 Corky Mac. They ain't cloned your ass around
Listen,
here.
they already got your DNA. They literally already got your DNA. They got your fingerprints from your goddamn
yes,
phone.
they
They got your
got
facial.
everything.
They got everything they need. You might as well.
Right. Oh, man, look.
They wanted to clone your ass. They ain't
They
nothing
want to.
stopping from
Hey,
it.
look, the Siri you got at your house watching your ass. Siri said, yeah, he was over here talking about.
That's what y'all need to be focused on. Have you ever heard of deep fake?
Have you ever heard of
Deepfake.
artificial intelligence?
That's exactly what it is. Now check this out. Now deep fake, this is some next level stuff. I ain't gonna curse because we gotta show you. But basically think about it like this. They can fabricate or alter any interaction between one or more people on this planet at any given time and have the copy look so realistic that it's visually indistinguishable between that and real life.
What, a clone?
And it's all- No, picture this. We all in here having a conversation right now. They can use AI to make it look like we all robbing a bank right now.
What?
I'm dead ass serious. And it looks so real that you cannot distinguish it between that and real life. That's what they use for misinformation, bro. They already been using this shit all overseas in second and third world countries.
So you talk about, I'll give you an example and tell me if I'm right, I'm accurate with this or not. What about that Sandy Hook shit? Is that what you're talking about?
They could have potentially did it with that, but think about
Oh,
it
the
like
nigga
this.
look like some shit going on.
They
That's
can
what
make-
you're talking about, though. I'm not trying to
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what you're talking
They
about.
can make it
He
look
said,
like
that's what I heard
she
too.
said it
Oh,
was
dude.
real.
we
Yeah,
have
that's right.
massive floods and wildfires going on all over this globe, as far as a couple miles down the road. But you know what they can show in the news? That everything is fine because they can
Yes.
also artificially
You
create
know,
grass,
like I seen
landscape,
that
all
in
of that.
Texas, right? I called my cousin in
What the
Texas.
fuck?
She
I'm
said
done
they
with
like
this
that.
world.
Don't believe what the news tell you, cause you know, she said it ain't what the news.
They
is telling
never
you.
got
So
a chance to
it
put
ain't like
any
that
type
up here.
of boundaries
So that's my
or
first cousin.
guidelines
So,
in
you know,
place for
I'm gonna
artificial
check her out.
artificial intelligence
My
and
auntie up there
technology,
too.
bro. You want to know why? Because it's nothing but old men and women running our government. They didn't grow up with that shit. They don't know how to properly police this shit, so they just throw it to the wolves and let it run rampant. That's why all these tech companies is going so crazy right now.
What?
Technology is advancing so fast that there is potential that we will never be able to stop the next thing that's going to happen with tech. So that's the biggest issue when it comes to parenting our kids. It's discerning real information from misinformation because the shit is so real.
And that's when we
The
get
fakes
started
are
with the
so
whole thing
real.
with Trump and his taxes.
Yeah.
They just told you that just to mess with you and distract you.
Yeah, it ain't bother me.
The fakes is so real.
Yeah.
They caught a whole
Yeah.
million of people, though, put up on that shit.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, what happened with Trump?
Hey, but you know that flood they supposed to had in Texas. So I called one of my cousins, my first cousin. She said, "Don't. It ain't like that up here. Don't believe what the news say." So
Hey, I seen that shit for the what's the name for when COVID first hit, cause they was showing China over there doing all types of shit.
Oh,
And man, they
it's
was
going
lying.
crazy right now.
Have you? Okay, you read a lot, don't you?
I'm an avid
Did you
reader.
get the book on Fauci and Gates? It was at Walmart. I read a little
I
bit of it.
didn't get that one yet. I didn't even know about that one.
What is
Hold on,
called?
before we get to that,
Hold
check
on.
this out.
Our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential for harm. This is your Bloomberg Quick Take on
Go ahead and go ahead
deepfakes.
and shake that
Hold
out
on.
real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah.
Deepfakes were realistic-looking fake videos and audio, gained popularity as a means of adding famous actresses into porn scenes. Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and find.
All technology start off with porn. Everything hit
Hold
porn
on, what
first.
you mean?
Everything hit porn first. It's crazy.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, that stuff sells.
The deepfake shit that I was just talking about,
Right.
it started off with putting real actresses into fake porn, into porn videos, putting their faces on porn videos.
What?
Yeah.
That's scary, dog. These motherfuckers are horrible. They ain't got nothing else to do. Shit.
He said it better. It's all about control.
I gotta get it. I gotta.
All about this.
I gotta
all
look
it
at
is.
that.
The
Yeah,
whole
dude, that
thing.
book on Fauci and Gates, he was talking about basically how, you know, and y'all probably know this about what they did with HIV in Africa, and how all they all, like Fauci and Gates behind the whole corona thing, the whole virus and all that. Man, it's deep, man. You gotta get into it, man. The book, it opens. I read the book Depopulation Control, man. The Destruction of America by Elijah Muhammad. I read that. I came across that book about 2 years ago. I was like, man, let me read this. And they basically was talking about all this stuff going on. So when this stuff happened, I knew exactly I didn't get the vaccine, I didn't get nothing. Because I already was ahead of what, you know, we was talking about.
Remember this dude and repeat
Yeah,
it.
man, yeah.
All we doing is going through the same cycle
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah.
All the difference is that the shit look clear.
Yep. I was already ahead of the curve when that just dropped down, man. They knew what they was doing. My mom was like, "Oh, Max," I said, "Mom, people gotta die, man." And you notice, look, if you think I'm lying, look at they were counting every death. They had a toll of everybody who's dying. They got to a certain number. They're like, "We can go back to living." Come on, man. Wake up, man.
You know, I always tell people that really mess with them, like, how many homeless people died from COVID?
No, I don't